Hello again. Well, this is my next project I've started preparing. Looks a bit of a... What she got here, people are saying. My plan is to make this fairly small by any pattern. And where can I get it here? Oh, come into the screen, Heather. So that's it. It's a crossbody. What do they call it? Deep pockets, crossbody, perfect for travel. It would be a thing just simply going to the supermarket, crossbody, going out with kiddies and things. The bag itself measures 8 inches high, 6 inches wide and 2 inches deep. You could wear it under a jacket or a coat at the airport. It would be good to wear crossbody when you are at the airport with rolly bags and all sorts of passports and tickets and boarding passes and all those bits and pieces that we need when we travel. So this is my plan. I had this echinacea fabric and I've cut out, this is the pockets and the pocket and the back and the front. What I did was I ensured that I centered this colour, because the repeat on this particular echinacea is every 4 echinacea flowers. I cut them all out of the same repeat. I haven't lined them up this way, although I could line that up and that would work. But with your bindings and things like that, you probably don't need to do that. So I've just made sure that they all line up all the way through the bag, and that will give me some symmetry to the project. So that's all the pieces that are in the pattern to cut out, except for the gusset and the zip strips. So Vicky, being Vicky, suggested that I go off script, because that's what she does to me. And I plan to do the gusset in this vinyl. This is textured vinyl from our shop. There's a beautiful one that looks like elephant skin, but it didn't really go with this fabric. And the reason I picked this vinyl is it actually matches each echinacea flower, the highlight on the echinacea flower, almost perfectly. We actually don't see a tremendous amount of this because this is cut to 2.5 inches, and by the time you take a bit off and it's on the side of the bag, so it's not going to pop like crazy. This is the zip strip. Now this is where I've gone off script a bit. Think about this. And we were auditioning a whole lot of things yesterday, and we've decided to go with this multicoloured houndstooth zip. But again, we actually don't see a tremendous amount of it in the pattern. That's what you've got to bear in mind, that about 1/4 inch of either side of it has to be in the seam allowance. So you get this pop, and then there will be, on zips, there'll be this. And then I think what I'm going to do is use the vinyl to bind, to use as my highlight fabric. I probably will need some binding. I'm not quite sure. I do need some binding to go around the curve of a flat pocket. And I've picked up this navy, and I've already cut this out. It's a tone on tone. I have a lot of tone on tones in my stash because this is quilting cotton, because they call me. I just like texture. I don't think Vicky's super happy with my choice, but you know what, sometimes I'm the maker and I've got to be happy with it too. So where's my pattern gone? I had a copy of the pattern. Probably all these straight pieces of binding I will do with the vinyl, and also this little bit that goes under the zip here, because that will highlight it. I've also decided to use this magenta seatbelt webbing for my crossbody strap. I don't make fabric straps very often. I do sometimes, but not very often. So that's my plan moving forward. I've got a little bit of work to do in sewing 1/8 of an inch all the way around these pieces and assembling my zip gusset and assembling my pockets. So I'll come back tomorrow. Oh, I haven't shown you my hardware, have I? I decided, because we had echinacea, lots of flowers, that I would use bee pulls. And because I decided to use this houndstooth zip tape, and it's got gunmetal teeth, I decided to go with gunmetal hardware. So I've got 3 bee pulls. There's 1 for the front zip pocket and 2 for the zip gusset that they meet in the middle, double zip. I have 2 swivel hooks for the strap. They're 1 inch. I have 2 triangle rings at 1 inch to hook the swivels into, and I have 1 1-inch slide adjuster so I can adjust the length of the strap, because sometimes I want it long and sometimes I want it tied up against my body. I've got a little bit of leftover Decaville heavy, which I'll put on the gusset to keep it out of the seam allowance. You've heard me say that before. So I haven't quite worked out everything I'm going to do, because I do just fly by the seat of my pants just a little bit. I had enough of this. This is the lining fabric. I didn't show you the lining on the echinacea. It's this Tula pink with the leopard, which is rather nice, but the colours match. So it all sort of matchy. So I didn't really want to jump out and have a lot with my binding. Anyway, so next time you'll see me having started. Okay, thank you.